than the people that are consistently committing crimes. And they think they're justified in doing so. Like they literally just lied under oath. But we're going to get to the bottom of it. And as soon as somebody says that there's a protective order, or they try to do an emergency protective order, and there's only one way that you can get an emergency protective order, and that's if I've threatened somebody with bodily harm, which I've never threatened anybody with bodily harm. Hell, I was married for 10 years and I've never threatened my husband with bodily harm. I mean, well, I shouldn't say that I did. I did one time, but that was because he had me arrested for throwing a plate of food, not even in his direction. But that's just domestic stuff that has nothing to do. I've never had literally. I don't threaten people. I may threaten them with a lawsuit, but that's not justified to get a restraining order. So somebody absolutely lied 100% under oath to get a temporary restraining order and try to get me to appear. Well, the bottom line is you got to be able to serve me. And I'm sorry, but your horse shit ain't going to be served to me until after the 8th. So, I guess that's pretty much a done deal. And if they pursue it any further, I'm going after them for charges. Period. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. They lied under oath. Absolutely. We'll find out who I am. Oh, they're going to be in a shit ton of trouble once we find out who they are, because I'm filing criminal complaints against everybody. Period. I'm done. I'm done. They keep trying to throw me in jail. They keep trying to interject. We know who the allegiance is to. We know what's going on. So no matter how you look at it, this is just about every case. And now they're getting more and more aggressive because they just need to try to take me out to justify $70,000. And this is a whole group of people. And, at the end of the day, I don't know if QB has anything to do with it, because I would have to think that she would have already known that, you know, whatever. But, hey, 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 it's nice to see you. So they're just getting themselves in more and more trouble. And trust me, this stuff does catch up. And somebody just had to literally give somebody their driver's license and lie under oath. So this is going to be very easy to resolve, and very quickly to do so, because I can prove that I've never threatened anybody, and they can't prove that what they're doing is not a lie, a flat out lie. So sorry, don't know what to say. But we finally determined what it was that was going on. So we've determined that the MO of this was to try to get this restraining order in place, which they would have never gotten it past the emergency portion because they cannot prove their case, period. So even if I showed up, it would go away. So it really wasn't even about, it was just about trying to force me to come into Tennessee. And whenever they knew I had other court hearings and stuff like that, it was to try to hurt me. So you can see where this is all coming from. And so the bottom line is they were trying to do this. So I don't know if they actually thought they would be able to get their um, restraining order or not, but they were trying to either come to the vigil or come to the protest. And sorry, but you can't just lie under oath and think that a court's just going to listen to you. You've got to literally prove your case. Even when I can't come into court on the 8th, you've got to prove your case for an extension, and you cannot prove your case because there's no proof that I've done anything, because I've done nothing. So the only proof that they would have would be manufactured, and I can't imagine what they would manufacture. I mean, they can't manufacture videos, because anybody can go to my live videos and see what I say on any given basis. Anybody in my email can see who I email to, whatever, whatever, whatever. It's very easily proven. So there's nothing that they're going to be able to do except continuously lying under oath. And every time they lie, that's another perjury charge. So, hey, so MTB, it's nice to see you. Do we know who filed it yet? No, I don't have an idea who filed it because I haven't been served. And so if as soon as I'm served, I will know exactly who did it. But I have a funny feeling they're not going to be able to serve me before the 8th. Like, they're idiots. They tried to do this in an effort to try to stop, like to literally violate my civil rights. Can you imagine what I'm about to do when I find out who this person is? Like, this is beyond just a perjury charge. This is literally a civil rights issue. Um, and they're trying to prevent me from being able to go forward with the gathering of voices. The gathering of voices is going no matter what. Period. End of subject. And they just keep going and going and going, and it's just not going to work because they're evil people. God protects godly people in mysterious ways. It's funny how it works out. Um, Someone see, oh no, no, somebody actually lied under oath to try to get some type of emergency protective order and trying to force me to come into court in Tennessee on the 8th, but they have to serve me. And I haven't been served, so I can tell you that the nearest possibility of them service is definitely after the 8th. That's what I can tell you. But they did it. It was done literally on July 26th. So that was literally Sebastian's 5 months being missing. How disrespectful and disgraceful that is. They lied. They had to have lied under oath because the only way that they would have been able to give a temporary restraining order is if they physically felt that they were in threat of immediately, like me unaliving them. So they definitely lied under oath. So it doesn't really matter. We deal with this from they're felons. All these people that are in this, they're criminals. They don't care. You know what I'm saying? They don't care about breaking the law. They don't care for the law. We are a law and order channel. We don't break the law. We definitely don't threaten people, and definitely don't threaten them with their life. So these people don't care about following the law. As you can clearly see, they break the law every chance they get. Do you remember how many, for 3 years, they kept saying, Bullhorn Betty's breaking the law, Bullhorn Betty's breaking the law? No, you guys have been breaking the law, and that's what I've been saying for a really long time. And now you guys just keep showing your hand a little bit more and a little bit more, showing the whole entire world what kind of criminals you are and what you guys are willing to do to break the law. You guys have it's disgusting. But either way, it doesn't really matter. It hasn't prevented me, nor will it prevent me from doing a damn thing. So once I find out who it is, they're done. Like, done, son. Put a fork in it, done. They will be hit with a civil suit. And it doesn't really matter because this is a close place for me to come. It's a lot different going 1,000 miles away. But if they think I'm going to keep playing this, I'll sue every last person. Keep messing with me. You guys will all have to deal with it. You can't sit here and prevent somebody from doing something illegally. There are processes to make sure that you're doing stuff lawfully. That's the whole purpose of the court hearing. You can't go in there and say, oh my God, it doesn't work like that. Judges don't go over whether you cry in front of them. You have to have a legitimate purpose and you have to be in fear for your personal safety. I have not jeopardized anybody's personal safety, nor will I. So that is the only way you can get that temporary restraining order. And not only that, but when they filed it, I wasn't even in Tennessee. I was literally sitting at my home in Florida. I can literally document every single thing that I did that day because I was online literally all day working. And as a matter of fact, I'm pretty sure I was doing arguing back and forth with somebody's attorney all day. So, I mean, either way you look at it, they lied through their teeth. And when I find out who they are, they're going to have a heavy cost to pay. Never mind the criminal aspect of it because they broke the freaking law. Do you think courts are a jungle gym? You think the courts are a jungle gym? You think they're here for your own entertainment and purposes that you can just go and willfully violate the law and there's no repercussions of it? None. Especially when you can clearly see this was done in an intentional act to keep me from exercising my constitutional rights. That's a civil rights violation. It has, Alan. It has. Because everybody keeps saying they don't do real life, but everybody does real life, right? Except the one person they kept saying went real life. And I kept saying, guys, quit listening to them. They keep telling you to look over there so you're not seeing what they're doing over here. And now that I broke away from everybody, they can't say, oh, I'm doing this or I'm doing that. I ain't doing nothing. And so now they're showing every bit of their hand because they have to keep this lie going that I do all this stuff and this, that, and the other. And it is what it is. It's a lie.